So 6:30 Saturday, and I'm leaving the accommodation here, the Mossvale Railway Hotel. I've been up since 4 o'clock. I have been unable to sleep. I'm so excited for today. A full day's fishing in New Zealand, self-guided. And last time I was just excited. I went and fished a private trout dam called Forest Lodge with my great mate Rodney Wyndham in South Africa. And we had a great day. Anyways, I'm happy with anything today. After the 2 fish yesterday, I've proven I can do it by myself. And anything that happens today is an absolute bonus. So I'm leaving really early. I want to make sure I get the beat that I want, the beat that I scoped out yesterday. So the Google Maps says I'll be there at 7:10, which I'm sure is like 2 hours too early, but there we go. That's enthusiasm for you. I'm at my beat, easy drive, and I'm pretty sure I am about an hour and a half too early. But that's okay, that's okay. So of course I can't really sight fish anything, but I'm no good at that in any case, so I'm going to go down and fish it and just look for risers. Because that's sort of how I started off yesterday. So it goes. Three and a half. Well, that's a great start to the day. I've been fishing for, well, I left the car 17 minutes ago. Fishing the 5-weight Asquith. I've actually put on a 15-foot Rio leader, terminating in 4X, and I'm just prospecting with that black PMX, but I've crushed the barb on this one, so that was a super easy release. I really feel bad about not having crushed the barb for last night. You know, sometimes you want the barb on if you're going to run a dropper, because you don't want the line of the dropper fly, the point fly, to be able to pull off. But fishing it as a dry, I definitely feel better crushing the barb. Great fight. So I walked in over on that side there, and then I saw this bank up here. And I noticed that there was this softer water here. So what I did is I crossed over, and then I was just slowly walking up here and casting my fly in the softer water. And actually, I didn't get anything here. And then just in the left of that first bit of grass, that's actually where he was hanging. And he sort of came out to take it pretty aggressively, just there. Right. That's what's on the water. I don't have anything in my box to imitate that. It's coming towards me. This will be pretty exciting. Lots of twigs and stones there. Let's keep them up here. Yes! Look at how big he is. 5 pounds. Beautiful 5-pounder in the backwater, Cat 3 Chernobyl. So I've had very good luck this trip catching fish in these sort of back eddies. Now this back eddy has a flow into it, and when I arrived here there were 2 fish feeding, one just here, and then there was what I could see was a bigger one over there. I couldn't see the fish, but I could see that the rise was bigger. Anyways, I messed around and changed flies, and next minute the big fish had gone. So I just thought I'd take a walk up the bank, and then as I got about halfway up the bank, I saw a fish rising, coming towards me. By that stage I'd gone back to the confidence fly, the Cat 3 Chernobyl, and I put a cast out a bit too far to the left, and then the wind started to blow to the left and then blew it into the middle again. I don't know how that happened, but like a breath, my father's breath, blowing it back to the right, and I watched it take something else on its way towards me, and then I actually switched the camera on, and boom, it took 5 pounds. What a start to my day. Just saw a fish rise over there, just ahead of my fly. A bit far to the right. Oh, missed it. Storm's coming, Annie. I haven't seen an actual willow grub, but apparently these pods here, those are the willow grubs, and then what they'll do is they'll drop into the river, and fish will chomp down big time. Tiny little yellow things. We've temperature check. 22 outside. And the water is 13. Back at the car, 12 o'clock. Got caught 2. 3.5 pounder and a and a beautiful 5-pounder. And it started raining, so because the beat is very short, sort of between 1 and 2 Ks, I just ended up walking back to the car. So I need to decide now what to do, whether I wait for the rain to stop and fish another beat, or stay here and fish the same beat. Being a Saturday, I just don't know how busy the beats are going to be. I don't want to, spend more time driving around, not really knowing where to go. So we'll see. I'd actually programmed in a fishing spot 90 kilometers away. I thought I'd just go on an adventure, and then I left my spot, which is a couple of k's down the road, and the guy on the next beat upstream from me, he pulled out, and I saw him pull in, so I know he hasn't fished for very long, so obviously he's been put off by the weather. So I'm going to go fish his beat. Well, that's a first for me. Spotted a fish over there. It's underneath it. Oh! Snapped off. It serves me right for being cocky. Snapped off. 4x. Oh wow. So I didn't see that one. I was watching another fish, which might well be that fish over there. Stuck under that log. Luckily, I want to get him back out. Alrighty, I think that's my New Zealand trip for me. Get you the right way up. Right, fly's already out. That didn't take long. There. Wow. Wow. the angle of that hook. You're lucky to get that fish. Alrighty, what are you? Oh, 4 pounds. Okay, 20 inches. Perfect. I yanked it back out 4.5x and bent the hook. So I got it in the net, the hook fell straight out. So I'm very proud of that. So I got 3 today, prospecting by myself, and 2 yesterday, also by myself. So I think I'm going to call that a wrap. Go home, clean all my gear, and then chill tomorrow. So I spotted a fish swimming away from me there, and then I saw it going to the left, and I put a big cast out, and then out of nowhere my fish appeared and took the fly. I did see it last minute before it took. So I don't think the fish I sighted was the fish I caught. I think there's a couple of fish in here. Look at this. Wow. Taking some mental photographs. Saw a rise up ahead there. Wow, I just saw his head pop out. To take that, I think. Alrighty, it's pretty well netted. Alright, another 4-pounder. The 4-pounder casting along the bank. Actually saw the rise for that one, and cast. I thought it was a bit too far ahead, but it came forward and ate it. Good old Chernobyl. So I caught that stunning 4-pounder on my Winston, the Air 2 9'6" 6 weight, and I'm fishing an Airflo tactical taper weight forward 6 floating, one of their ridge lines that Nathan at Boss Outdoors recommended, and with an LTX reel, Ross LTX reel, and good old Chernobyl strikes again. I saw that one rise, so that's very rewarding. Fish that one. Missed it. Damn it. There we go. I've actually got a scale. Two and a quarter pounds. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. The Jensens talk a lot about a lateral line feed, and the wind is so bad now I can hardly cast. So all I was doing is I was just walking back to the end of the beat, just whacking the Chernobyl onto the water as hard as I could, and that 2 1/4 pounder took it. 5 for the day. 6:30. I'm going to head back to Mossvale. I think I will call it quits at that, and not fish Sunday. Well, it's been 8 days and I have managed to not get skunked on any of the days. I've been skunked on individual beats, but not on any of the days. 12 fish with wilderness fly fishing in the 6 days I was with them, and then 7 fish fishing by myself. 2 last night in that wonderful 2-hour period when I'd driven from the airport, and then 5 today. Very, very tough fishing, but I could have had another 3. I definitely snapped one off, and I know I had a couple of other really good solid rises. So yeah, so I'm very proud of that. 7 fishing by myself, and I think the biggest would have been that 5 pounder, the second fish today. Alrighty, all good.